What's up, Hank? Tired as hell. Feel like I got beat by 2x4s, man. Oh, man.
No, go ahead. You want to straighten all that out. And then we want the tree to be kind of straight. Doesn't matter if it's in the center of the hole or not. We can kind of line it up with the other ones. As long as we're sure that our grade is good, all we got to do is just push our dirt in there. We don't want to pack it down really, right? We just want to kind of loosely put it back in there. We don't want to put any dirt over the top of this. This is our grade, right? So you can put it up to it. So that's good, just like that. Right? So then if you got any extra dirt, you can kind of firm it up around the edges, right? Make a little water trap. Just like that.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
No, they got to grow in that ground anyways. Rocks make good in here. The water within the soil, right? No, you're not doing the wrong thing.
All right.
Just doing more than you need to.
Nice. All right.
Nicely done. So if we got any that got real bad roots on it, shout out Rodney, and I'll come over there with a saw, and I'll cut some of those roots off. Okay? How are you? I'm Doug. I'm with Beyond Housing, Community Forester. Nice.
Oh, I meant to look it up before. Something like
I'm just prepared. I don't hear a lot of those things. Hey Perry, if you can, I'd like to get as many of my steaks back as I can.
Alright.
Yeah. Look for vampire use.
Good time of year for it. Just throw those in the buckets.
Ah. Does that look straight enough?
Straight enough.
Well, it's red, but it does.
Yeah, it's gonna do what it wants to do anyway.
What it do?
Better believe that. Give it a good.
Did you say this soil has a lot of clay in it?
That's the way soil is around here.
I guess because the augment moving out of it and septic. That's really interesting. So,
Alright, who's interested in planting some trees? I'm doing a
all I
demo.
remember hearing about how to plant a tree on Earth sanctuary.
That's one of that too. Yeah.
The saw?
Yep.
Yep. So, my name is Doug Seeley. I'm the community forester at the Iron Housing. So what I'm doing right now is if you get a ball that has all these roots on the outside like this, let me know. And what we want to do is we want to trim these off, otherwise they become circling roots.
Okay.
And as the tree gets bigger, those roots can actually choke off the tree and kill it in the future.
Oh.
Right? So we want to take all those off of there.
I would have thought you could saw off roots.
Right, that's, you know, we went with that a long time ago, but we know that,
So someone else said, does it matter if you get it all
no,
out?
we got the majority of it, so we're in pretty good shape. I see this side right here is what we're talking about, right?
Yeah,
So
we
if-
want to know for sure what we have to do.
Right, so I won't be with you on all of them, so if you see something like that, just shout out and I'll bring my saw over, because I only have so many saws, right?
Okay.
Okay, so then I filled in my hole. We want the top of this root ball to be even with our grade, right? So if I pull this back, you can see the existing grass right there.
Yep.
That's the grade we want to match up.
Okay.
Okay? Once we know we're good there, then we just kind of hold the tree straight in the middle. We just kind of
Can I
lightly
get in
push
for
our
you?
dirt in.
All right. Can I
Okay.
get in for you?
Yep, go ahead. So we don't need to really force it and pack it down or anything like that. We want to kind of leave it loose. And what we don't want to do is put any
rolling
more
right
dirt
along.
on top of our root ball, right? That's our grade. So we want to leave that established.
This works.
And then if you have any extra dirt, you can just kind of build up a little dam around it
Oh,
and
okay.
create a little water well.
And that's it?
That's it. And then we'll mulch it and water it once we get most everything planted. I don't know what happened to our mulch truck.
How long does it take for the tree to completely grow?
Well, they never stop growing.
Okay.
So it'll grow its entire life.
Wow.
So this tree right here is called a tulip tree.
Tulip? Oh.
Yeah, tulip. So
Oh,
if you
yeah.
look at the leaves, right, it looks like a tulip bloom.
Yep, it does.
So when this thing is at maturity, it'll basically be 80 to 100 feet tall
Wow.
and about 40, 50 feet wide.
Wow. That's going to be a lot of good shades.
Yeah. They get some nice big blooms on them
Yeah.
when they get a little bit bigger.
Okay. Nice shade.
Yes.
Nice shade.
Okay?
All right.
So that's how we do it. The 15 gallons are no different.
I'm going to get some
So
gloves.
we just want to make sure that that's right at the level of the ground, right?
Yeah, I'm going to get some gloves.
Yep. Well, some of them should come off. Above it. So I'm going to take some of this loose
I'm over there now.
I got it before you walked up.
Let's see. Where is it? I know. It's down to
Probably pretty close. Alright? So now we can just take this, and we're going to give it a couple, just a little love taps right around the edge, right? And then we're going to stick this in the hole. So we can just kind of lean this over. Yep. We're going to put it in the hole so that way, if anything happens, everything's falling right into the hole. Okay? So now with a partner on this, I'll lift up on the tree, and you just tap down on the plastic.
Oh, you good? You good?
There you go. There you go. There you go. I'll pull it out of there. There we go. Just like that.
Chuck, are we leaving tags on or take them off?
You can take them off. Whichever. Okay? So it looks like we're just a little tad high yet, right?
Yep.
So let me pull that out of there. And then if you want, you can take your shovel and clean out some more of that loose dirt there. While you're doing that, I'll trim this up a little bit.
Not my forte, shoveling.
I can take it.
No,
You're doing great.
Are you sure?
I have a glove.
No, there's
Yeah, we don't need to go too much deeper. We just got to clean out the loose stuff.
There's a box of gloves and stuff.
Some of the loose rocks.
Yeah.
It was a setup.
I see that. I think the box is under that table. There's gloves, vest, and glasses I brought. So
Yeah.
How you doing, man? He's gonna do another gallon one? We're gonna do another one of those? We're gonna get that on record.
Yeah, we got these down through there. We gotta do yet.
That way when more people come, you got it on camera, you gotta keep saying it.
There we go.
I feel like I ain't planted a tree since elementary school.
Anybody know how to farm trees before they would especially get.
These are bald cypress, so they'll get about 60, 70, 80 feet tall.
Really?
Maybe about 30 feet wide.
Extra gloves out here?
No.
there's gloves up there in the
Oh,
box.
It's almost about put feet on
I
wells.
brought
Okay.
a couple dozen.
And then we can just kind of push that in.
So the grant, I will have to email when you were gone. It's with NeighborWorks America,
Uh-huh.
and for helping entrepreneurs in a retail or a business thing. You guys are
Oh,
working
gotcha.
on it.
Yeah, we got the new development going in Pagedale. There.
Yep.
Yeah.
$105,000.
Nice. That's great.
Chris told us about it. I didn't realize it goes to our corporate office. So anyway. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
And we didn't get it, and I was like, crap. But you got this one, so yay.
Good. Thanks for your help. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, look at that.
Look, we
Perfect.
planted another tree.
Nice job.
Alright, good.
All right, now we only got to do that like 50 more times.
Now we just keep going.
Oh, you just keep going
Right,
down
just
the
keep going right down the line.
Way to get it out the way to get out the pot is just bust the pot up, right?
Tap it on the side and then slide it out.
Sometimes
You gotta
they'll
do a
slide
measurement
right off
first.
there. So it depends. See, we got a bunch of roots on this one, so I have to cut that out. So we'll have to clean out that hole again, right? And we just want to measure to the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Charge up.
That's a real great way to do it.
Man, it is just dry. Look at this.
Yeah, how many inches is supposed to?
It comes up.
2, 3 feet? That's not 2
This
feet.
Well,
goes-
just the
this-
depth of this soil right
Oh,
here.
okay,
We don't
yeah.
want it to be any deeper than that. We actually prefer it to be a little higher than a little deep.
Right.
If we get it too deep, then we could cause some issues with the future growth of it. which could eventually kill it later on in life. We plant trees small because they're easier to establish,
Right.
but we don't get the main benefits from them until they're large, mature trees.
Right.
That's when we get the greatest amount of benefits from them.
Cypress, do they grow pretty fast?
In the right conditions, they can grow fairly quick. Average growth is probably, a foot and a half per year. Just give that a couple love taps, and then, sir, if you don't mind, I'll pick up on the tree, and you just kind of push that off. There you go. Nice. And I'm gonna take my big saw here.
What's up, man? How you doing today? I'm good.
Again, we do this so that we don't get those roots circling around and causing us problems.
Right.
And so trees, you usually buy them in two different forms, right? So this is called a container. So these are grown as small seedlings in the state nursery. And then the place where we get them from puts them in a 3-gallon pot and grows them for the first year.
Okay, gotcha.
If they don't give them away, then they move them up to another size pot and let them grow a little bit bigger in there.
So do you get these donated, Doug?
So yes, Forest Relief of Missouri grows these for free for municipalities and not-for-profits to be planted on public ground.
Gotcha.
So Forest Relief is located at the backside of Creekcore Lake Park. They got a 6-acre nursery back there.
Oh, nice.
Where they grow the trees.
I think that's back by the soccer field.
Yes.
Yeah. My son used to play
Right there by the
soccer
bridge.
Yep.
Right? And we just set that right down in there. And it looks like we need to go just a little deeper, right? See how high we are there?
Yep.
Oh, we got another shovel.
Yeah, and there's more on the back of that trailer over there too.
Back the trailer.
And then always try to keep your dirt as close as you possibly can. That way we don't have to work harder to get it back in the hole, right?
Oh, we keeping the dirt.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, you want to put it right up on the ridge.
My bad, my bad. My bad. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You were over there when I mentioned that.
I
So
missed the dirt instructions. My fault.
we'll give you a little
I
grace
forgot we
period
got to
there.
put it back in it.
Yeah.
Like, where you going with the dirt, sir? We need the dirt. Yeah.
Luckily, we have a little bit extra because, the ball takes up some area there. So.
Right.
The ground is perfect, though.
Well, I used an auger to drill all these so that it would be a
earlier?
little easier. Yeah, thank goodness I did.
Right.
I was able to borrow it from the city of Richmond Heights.
Oh, nice.
The guy over there is a board member for Forest Relief.
Oh,
It's like, Doug, whatever you're doing up there, you need something, just let me know.
Nice.
So it's good to have good partners, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Couldn't get stuff done without good
Especially
partners.
for something like that.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
Let's try that out. So I work with all 24 communities that make up the Normandy School District.
Oh,
right?
nice.
Yes.
That's the 24-1.
So that's not bad. We're just a little bit high, but we'd rather be a little high than a little low. Actually, we can knock some of that off, right? So if you look at the base of the tree, we're looking at the root flare here, right? See how these roots flare off there?
Right.
That's what we want to see right at the surface of the ground.
Okay.
If we plant it too deep, it's going to look like a telephone pole, right? And that's unnatural for it. So what happens then, these roots are too deep, and they'll start growing up towards the surface, and then they get disoriented, and they'll grow around the trunk of the tree.
Wow.
Roots
Good tree.
and trunk don't graft
Right.
together,
No.
so it's actually like somebody would take their hand like this,
Choking
and
it
then
off.
just choke it off, because the life of the tree happens right underneath the bark level.
Gotcha.
So any extra dirt we got, we'll use to make that little water dam around it to help hold it. I do a lot with the community, so we also have some bags that we put around them that make better use of water. So probably next year we won't put them on now. We got these gator bags that we put around the trees, and it'll hold.
Tube-like bags, like tubes. Looking?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen
So they'll hold 15 gallons of water, and they got little emitters on the bottom of them that will allow that water to slowly drip out instead of just dumping. You know, if you dump 5 gallons of water on here, half of it's going to wash away, right? So with that bag, it just slowly drips out, and all the water stays right there where the tree can need it. So there we go. We want to keep that off the top of our good soil, just like that. And then when we mulch it, this will all be covered up, right? And it'll look snazzy. Okay.
On to the next.
On to the next. Thank you.
No, it's a misdrill hole.
I hit some hard stuff, so I had to start a new hole.
I think it used to be some concrete right there before.
We can fill this one in.
You gotta get a third.
Alright, you want to check our depth on that? Once you do a couple of hundred of these, you'll be able to look right at that hole and go, okay,
you'll be able to eyeball it.
I'm too deep.
All those buckets are the same size?
Yeah, all these big ones are called 15-gallon buckets, and then these are 3-gallon buckets, the littler ones.
Okay. So you can almost pre-stick one of those buckets in there and take about 2 inches off around the lip and get to about the same.
What we usually try and do, if you were digging this hole by hand, is we want to try and dig a hole twice the size of the root ball. So by that we mean from the tree trunk to here, plus that again.
Right.
Right? So that way, like we have here, we got a nice area around there to get all that loose soil down in there to touch the roots of the tree. We don't want any huge air gaps. Little air gaps are good, but we don't want any big air gaps in them.
Good deal. Not as windy as it was the other day.
No, but it's still kind of breezy.
It is breezy. It got nippy yesterday evening.
I had some really big trees that I wanted to bring over here, but I didn't have stakes for them. A little bit deeper. So I had to pass on those because we would have had to stake them.
Right.
Because it's so windy, they would have just toppled
over. Seen those before. Especially when they put them out at some of the parks or some of the lakes.
Sometimes I just get in the hole with it sometimes, right?
Yeah, sometimes you can't help it.
That's some of what I like about it. I can just get in that hole and get dirty